Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I look super glam. This was my bridal look. I did do a poll recently on my Instagram page to see if you would like to see my bridal look, and most of you said you would love to see it, so I created this whole look for you today so you can have a look. And apologies for not creating much content or YouTube videos as I have been extremely busy, but I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will definitely be making loads more videos coming up, so please stay tuned. If you would like to see this full glam bridal look, then please keep watching. My skin is actually prepped, so I'm literally just gonna add some primer on my skin. So I'm gonna use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I don't think they sell this product anymore, but honestly it's the best thing ever. I don't know why they've stopped it, but it's actually so good. So I'm just gonna pop that on all of my face, and it's just such a nice primer because it gives a really nice glow to the skin as well, and it just makes the skin look really nice. So now that I've added my primer, I'm actually going to just let my skin breathe and just let that product kind of sink into the skin. I'm going to move on to my brows. I always like doing my brows first. I don't know why, I just find it much easier to start with eyebrows. So on my wedding day, for my brows, I used all Benefit products on my brows. So I used the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 5. So I'm literally just gonna take the pencil and just start making a line on the bottom of the brow first. And I'm gonna move to the top, and I'm just gonna start creating that line on the top, and then I'm just gonna fill the brow in. As you can see, I'm defining my brow a lot more. So obviously on your wedding day you will want your brows to be more defined, and I just like that full bold look. I'm going to take my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit, and I'm just going to go over this. This is the best thing to use just to set them so they don't move all day. Just brushing over that. This gel smells absolutely amazing. I'm now going to start on my eyes. So I'm going to take a flat concealer brush, and I'm just going to take any concealer. So I'm just using the e.l.f. concealer, and we're just going to pop some of this concealer on our eyes. And because obviously it's a bridal, it's a heavy look, we are going to basically use this concealer to carve out the whole brow. So we are going to put quite a bit of concealer on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start taking a really nice flat concealer brush, and as you can see I'm just carving out the brows. If you get any of this concealer on your brows, don't worry about it, you can always go over the brows again. So we're just going to move on to the other brow, do the same thing. We're just literally colouring the whole eyelid in, because you want to get rid of all that darkness on our eyelids. So you want to make sure eye is kind of neutralized and it's all one tone colour before you put your eyeshadow on. Right, so after I've added my concealer, I would go in with a primer. Actually on my wedding day I used the Estee Lauder eyeshadow base on my eyes. I don't have that with me, but that is what I used on top of this, and that will just basically set your eyeshadow in place again on a day-to-day, or if you were going out. I personally don't think that's necessary. I think concealer does the job itself. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to start in the crease. I'm going to take the Coloured Rain eyeshadow palettes, and these are the colours in this eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to go in with a warm brown toned eyeshadow. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go into that brown shade and just start the crease of my eye. So I'm just going to take the brush ever so lightly, and I'm just going to go back and forth with this shade, and this is just going to start creating a lot of depth in our eyes. And personally I don't like to start doing an eyeshadow look without actually adding any eyeshadow in my crease. So we're just taking that back and forwards. I'm kind of taking that brown shade outwards as well. Doing the same on the other eye, and as you can see, I'm kind of like dragging that color all the way in as well. I like taking the eyeshadow like all the way here, just where the nose line is. I'm gonna go in with a darker brown shade now. So I'm gonna go into the Resi palettes by Anastasia, and I'm gonna grab this dark brown shade. And I'm using the same brush that I've just used for the crease, and I'm gonna start kind of dotting this color outer corners of the eyes. And we're just gonna kind of blend those two shades in. Like so. But as you can see, I've kind of focused more towards the end of the eye, blending those shades in. As you can see, I'm taking my eyeshadow quite high up, and the reason I'm kind of focusing on this end bit and pushing the eyeshadow up is because I want my eyes to look lifted, and that's the look that I was going for on my wedding day, because I felt like it really suited my eye shape to kind of focus on the outer corner. So once that is done, I'm now going to go in with some black, jet black eyeshadow from the Resi palette. I'm going to grab a super small brush now. So we're just going to start packing this color on. And can you see I'm kind of like creating a illusion that it's a flick, just using the eyeshadow. Once I've created that illusion of the line, I'm just going to take that black eyeshadow and work inwards. And we're just going to slowly keep blending that out. And I'm not bringing that black shade too in, as you can see, but I'm taking it slightly on the crease and blending it with the brown, because I don't want it to look like two block colors. I want it to kind of be blended in. Right, so now that both of my eyes are done, I've just kind of smoked out the black eyeshadow. I'm now going to move in to the inner corners of my eyes. So I'm going to grab a flat brush, and we're going to go in with the Color Drain palette, and I'm going to grab this gold shade from here. And I'm not going to put any concealer again on my eyelid or create like a cut crease effect, because I wanted it to still look quite soft, and I didn't want it to look like a harsh line. So I just thought I can create that using the eyeshadow straight onto the eyelid. So I'm going to start packing this eyeshadow on the eyelid. As you can see, I'm starting in the middle of the eye, and we're going to start filling in that inner corner. I'm just going to keep packing on the eyeshadow, and I'm not going to take this eyeshadow really high up either. You can leave it kind of here, because we're going to go back in with that previous brush we used for the black, and we're just going to kind of blend that in. I'm then going to go over this gold shade with the Smashbox Major Metals eye palette, and I'm going to go in with another gold shade in here. So it's just this shade right here, and we're literally going to go over the shade that we've just put on. I just want to kind of brighten that gold shade. So we're just going to go over that just like that basically. And can you see it's just given that brighter gold sort of effect, and that is what I wanted. Just going to repeat that same step that I've just done here on the other eye, and then I'll be back. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to concentrate on the bottom lash line. So I'm going to repeat the same steps we did on the top, on the bottom. Use that light brown shade that we used first in our crease, and I'm just going to run that through the lash line. Run that through all the way on the lash line, and then we're going to go into the darker shade. Then I'm just going to grab some of that black shade and we're just going to lightly run this under the lash line as well. Just like that, and we're just going to do the same on the other eye. Right, so I'm back. I finished the other eye. I've added a bit of the Benefit Bad Girl Bang 24-hour eye pencil just in the waterline and just tight line basically to complete the look. I know this looks a little bit scary at the moment, but it's just because we've got no base on and we haven't completed our eye look. So next I'm going to take my Illamasqua gel liner, and I'm not really creating any wing liner as such, but I just want to create an effect that I have put eyeliner on, so it's just kind of gonna go into my eyeshadow, so it's just kind of blending into my eyeshadow. I'm gonna take a flat angled eyeliner brush and I'm gonna kind of start in the middle of the eye and I'm just gonna kind of create an illusion. So can you see I'm just trying to create a illusion? Can you see I'm literally just packing that on and I'm kind of lifting that. So again, it's kind of lifting my eyes, blending that eyeliner in. Once you're happy with that illusion, you're going to take the black eyeshadow and you're going to go over with the black eyeshadow just to blend the eyeliner in with the eyeshadow. Doesn't matter that it was coming out really dark because you can always blend it out and just kind of make it a bit subtle. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm just going to kind of pack the eyeshadow just to give it that softer look. It's going to look something like this. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other eye. So I'm back, I've added my lashes on. So I'm going to move on to the base. I'm going to start by just color correcting any dark areas on my face. Take the Bobbi Brown Intense Skin Serum Corrector, and this is in orange because obviously with Asian skin and any dark areas, orange is the best color to use, orange and red, to basically cover the darkness. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit around my eyes. Just put it on all the areas where you feel like you need to color correct. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and we're just gonna pack this into the skin. So we want to make sure that we have just pressed this product into the skin. Actually crazy how much color corrector helps with the darkness. I'm then going to go in with this Benefit Brightening Concealer over the areas where I've color corrected. Now I usually use the airbrush one, but I don't have that with me, so I'm just going to go in and use this. It's a very similar product, they're both from Benefit. So I'm going to use that same brush and we're just going to quickly go over all the areas that we have applied the color correct, just to brighten it ever so slightly. And yes, it's going to look super orange at the moment, but that's perfectly fine because we're going to cover that with our foundation. Next I'm going to go in with my Krylon stick, and this is in FS38. I absolutely love these Krylon TV sticks because I just feel like it's perfect for a bridal, and they use it in TV and film. It just makes your base look extra flawless and it's just so nice and glowy as well. So I really like this product. So I'm just gonna go over it just on my skin, just like so. Just takes a little bit down the neck as well because we don't want your neck to look like a different color to your face. Take a beauty blender and I'm just going to start pressing this product into the skin. I just love this foundation so much. I just think it's so nice and really good coverage as well. Obviously for a day-to-day basis I probably won't go for this foundation because it is quite full coverage, and I don't like wearing full coverage foundations on a day-to-day basis. The foundation is on. I'm now gonna go in with my TV paint stick in NG1, and all I want to do is basically contour with this stick. So just gonna go around the forehead like so, and just on the cheekbones, and also down my nose, and a little bit on the chin as well. I don't like contouring too much around the chin area. I like it more contoured around here, so it just kind of lifts my cheekbones up. I'm gonna grab a flat brush and I'm just basically gonna start blending this all out. I always start with the forehead. I kind of like to push my product into my skin instead of kind of blending that all out, because I don't like my contour going everywhere. I like to kind of keep that line, that shape of the contour. And then we're just gonna do the bridge of the nose. Again, I like the contour to be quite heavy. We're not gonna blend the product in too much because we still want that sort of illusion to be there. I'm then going to take my Krylon Cream Wheel Concealer and I'm going to go with a flat brush, and we're just going to conceal under the eyes. Start on the sides of the nose, and this would just literally enhance your nose contour as well. Also, don't worry if the eyeshadow has come off a little bit, because you can always use the same brush that you used earlier for your eyeshadow and just kind of go over it. Okay, so once it looks something like this, we're going to go down the bridge of the nose, on a little bit on the forehead, cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin. You can go in and start blending. So you're just going to keep patting this product into the skin. Once you're happy with how the product is looking, we're going to now go in with some powder. So I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to take that down my nose like that, and we're just going to go under the eyes as well. That. I don't like leaving my powder on too long, so I'm going to start pressing that powder in, and I also don't like brushing the powder off. So now that I have applied my powder under the eyes, I'm going to now go in with my airbrush Flawless Finish skin powder, and this is in the 2 medium, and I'm literally just going to go in with a flat sponge. I'm just going to just pack this powder on all over the face. And I just want this to kind of set the makeup in place. I'm now going to take my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and we're just going to go over all the areas where we have just contoured. So just on the forehead. This bronzer is so nice and easy to use. It just comes out really beautiful, and I like it because the colour is just perfect of this bronzer. So on my wedding day, I wanted a really contoured look. I went in with quite a lot of bronzer on the day. I wanted that really full-on contoured look, and in order to achieve that, it is best to pack the bronzer on. Just going to take that bronzer on the sides of my nose, and I'm using the same brush, but if you want to really contour your nose, it's probably best to go in with a smaller defined brush, but I'm just going to go in with this. Okay, so we can see this all coming together now. I'm going to go in with my MAC blusher in Pinch Me, And I'm actually going to use the same brush that I used for the bronzer. I'm just going to go over the cheeks and just take it up as well, like that. And we're just going to put some on the nose as well, just on the bridge of the nose, like that. So my favourite part is the highlighter. So I actually use the MAC highlighter, Whisper of Guilt. So I'm just going to get a flat, small, fluffy brush. And we're just going to apply it on top. It's just such a beautiful highlighter. Can you see that glow that it's just given? It's just so beautiful. I'm going to take it a little bit over on the brow bone as well. And we're just going to take some on the bridge of the nose. On the chin. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my lips because my lips look super weird without any lipstick on. So I'm just going to clean up the lip. Take my MAC lip liner in Cork and we're just going to line the lips. Now I'm going to go in with my lipstick that I used on my wedding day. I used the YSL lipstick and this is in the shade Rue and this is the number 16. Such a beautiful colour. It's just like a pinky purpley colour and it's just such a beautiful colour to match my pink beads in my jewellery. How beautiful that colour is. This lipstick is super buttery and it lasts all day. It's just such a beautiful colour. Okay, so now I'm going to go in back to the eyes. I'm just going to smoke my eyes out and I'm just going to add some mascara on my bottom lashes and I will be back. Right, so I'm back. I have added my mascara on and this is basically the finished makeup look. I'm now going to take my all-nighter Urban Decay setting spray because I absolutely love this spray so much, and this will basically just hold the makeup in place. It's so important to put setting spray on just to lock all your makeup in place. And especially with me, I woke up super early. I was doing my makeup at 2 AM and I didn't walk in till about 9:30, 10 o'clock, so you can see the amount of hours in between that I had. So obviously end of the day is makeup and you know your skin will start showing, so it's important that you do put setting spray. I'm not saying that it will basically be the best, but it will help to hold the makeup in place. So I took the Urban Decay setting spray and I'm just going to spray that all over my face like so. I'm just going to let this spray sink into the skin. So just to finish this whole look, I'm going to add the jewelry on and then I'll be back to show you the finished result. I'm back. I have added my jewelry on to complete this whole bridal look. So I actually wore this jewelry on my wedding day. So this beautiful earrings and necklace is actually my mom's. When I saw it, I just fell in love with it and I just knew that I had to wear this beautiful set. It's got beautiful pinkish and red sort of beads in it. It's such a sort of traditional style which I was going for. So the nose ring and tika is from Red Dot Jewels if you want to check them out. Yeah, I just love this whole look together and I went for a little nose ring and not a big one just because I feel like this looked better with this whole look and I just prefer the smaller nose ring as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Just show you this finished look close up. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, because we'll be making loads more YouTube videos. Please follow us on our Instagram page, which is @Sierra by London. And if you would like to book on our hair, makeup or henna services, then please email us on info@sierrabylondon.com. We are taking bridal bookings for next year as well. And I will see you soon. Take care.